people want to try to destroy my life, but you failed. You failed. I'm more successful than you. I'm so much more successful than you. I make you people look like failures. That's just the truth. And I'm not talking to my fans. I'm talking to these people who who try to do shit, try to make some moves, and the moves didn't work out in their favor. Those are the people I'm talking to. And I mean, it sucks for them, but they can be mad all they want about it. I'm not gonna lose just because you fucking losers want me to lose like you lose. That's not how it's gonna go around here. So that's the truth of the matter. And yeah, they can't even deny it at this point because I've proven it all. I've proven it, and I'm gonna continue to prove it. I'm gonna keep building up all my money, and I want to see these people do it because I know they can. I know they're losers. They can't do what I've done at the young age. They can't do half of what I've done. Let me get up here real quick. Hopefully I make it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. That's it for sure. What? Come on. Let me go on. See. Oh, look at that guy. What you know about this? You don't know nothing about this. Y'all people be making wrong turns around every corner. Every turn you make is the wrong turn. God, you people need Google Maps for your life. You need to direct you and tell you every move to make. Because you're such failures. You all just keep making wrong turns. Yeah, boy, get Google Maps. You can't make any right turns. You know what I mean? Okay. Come on, get up there. Shit. There we go. Yeah, I got groceries on the way, and I got more money on the way. I got it all. I got everything I need. Oh shit. Please stand on that. She doesn't want to stand on it? I can't climb that. Hold on, let me go around. Let me go this way. You fucking people. Get up there. Yeah. See, I knew going around would be the right way to go. I think she's faster than the small character. Oh! Adventure rank 32. Yay! Let's just fly down from here. There should be one way down there too. Just go straight down when I'm over it. Oh, and should just be right below me. Right down here. Holy shit. And look, there it is. It's right there. I'm gonna get this first.
sacred name, Fortune Preserver. Swift as the swallow.
Got him. Come on, get him. Get him, get him, get him. Oh. Yeah. See. That's what we need. We need all of that. Give me all that. Okay, my groceries should be here soon. Come on, bring me my groceries. And bring me the Genshin Impact. I don't even need this. That was to get that thing. I don't even need that though. I already got it. Okay, get this guy now.
Justice will prevail. Final warning. Life goes on.
Yeah. Almost got him. Got him.
Closing in.
Please don't recover. Don't recover. Don't. You better not recover. Oh, he's gonna recover.
Up and away.
Fuck. Fuck.
Dancing in the wind.
Did recover. That's exactly what I did not want. It's all good. We got him. Ha. Yeah, how you like that? Shit, there's another waypoint somewhere around here. It's below this spot right here. That's down there. I see it. How do I get down there though? Shit's right below me. No. No. Why did you do that? Okay. Get down there from here. But I don't know if this is the right way. I've already been down here. No, that's not the right way. Oh, probably down this way. Yeah, now it says I'm on the right floor. I need to get over there somehow. Oh, now it's up. It's up. Yeah, right. Stupid shit. Where is it? It says it's on the surface. Oh, no, it's down here. I don't know. There's one on the beach over there. Hold on, I'll try to get this one. So it does say it's down here. It's on this floor. So I'm not supposed to go down there. What do I do? It's not the right way. There's another way to get to it. Right here? Alright, it's letting me in. guys are damaged already.
Just a moment. Let's tally this up.
I want to see what's down here. This area is a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. Okay. Oh, those who enter without authorization will be officially recognized as enemies of the Alliance. We're enemies of the Alliance then. What is this? Got no idea. That actually worked. Let's go. That thing can't swim.
Yep.
So what was the point of that? Let me take that shit back. What? What does it want from me? Probably read that bulletin board, but I'm gonna try to figure this out on my own. Oh, I already got a key? I already got a key to get in there? I didn't know that. No! No! I'm done with this thing. Let me out. No, let me out.
Whoa! Can I have some? Spread the luck around.
Carrot and potato. Wow. You Yeah, this is a lot larger than I was expecting. Give me that. I'm gonna put on a video while I play this. I was watching that financial audit. Let's see if it comes up again. Why is Firefox so slow? Come on.
Hello everybody, Spectacular, the Silver Stacular, here today to talk to you about gold. That's right, the yellow metal, record highs just about every single day on this stuff. It is absolutely interesting to be in the gold game or to consider getting into it at this very moment. But is now the right time to buy with gold just over $3,000 an ounce? That is the question. Or should we kind of be cautious right now and kind of retreat away from gold a little bit? So let me talk about some things in this video that may help you to make that decision. First of all, I'll say that, many of us that probably, that have been watching this channel have been in the gold, knowledge base for a little while now. We know about the price, how it's been going up. Maybe we are stackers of gold too. Gold was not too long ago $2,000 an ounce. And people were saying the same things then that they are today. Is now the right time to get in? Here it is, $2,000. That seems so expensive. Where's the bubble gonna pop at? Like, what should we go ahead and get out? Should we sell some of our positions in gold? Et cetera, et cetera. Here we are, $1,000 up from those numbers. In fact, let me show you just how quickly this epic rise of gold has been. This is just me teetering up to my computer real quick. But you can see actually right over here, so 1 year from today, $2,199.20 was the gold price on March 26, 2024. 1 year ago today, right? Today, $3,024. How crazy. Up $825 in just 1 year's time per ounce of gold. Per each one of these ounces. If you had bought one of these a year ago, forget about the premium, spot price alone, you gained $825.40 on your investment. That is the power of gold. It fights against inflation, right? And that's what people say. It's a hedge against inflation. And we have seen inflation, which is one of the big reasons why gold is coming up, for sure. But there are many reasons, right? Central banks are starting to hoard gold again, right? They are starting to pick up this stuff. There's a lot of economic and world uncertainty going on right now, and that tends to help precious metals rise. And so gold is seeing an epic rise from those things. Plus the dollar, it doesn't get you as much as it used to. With inflation and just the weakening of the dollar, gold is a safe haven metal, and that safe haven is really, really shining right now, I tell you what. And so personally, this is what I think. I think that if you are somebody who's stacking precious metals, if you are a stacker of gold, or are you somebody that's on the fence and you're like, is now the right time, it just seems so expensive, I think that there are buying options for everybody, even right now with gold being at over $3,000 an ounce. There's all different levels you can get into. So when you see that $3,000 number, don't freak yourself out too much, because there are other entry-level points in gold. You can still be buying gold, but get in at much cheaper. Here, for example, gram of gold. Right now, those are somewhere around $100 a gram. So small little piece.
Hell no, I don't recommend getting 1 grams of gold. I don't like my 1 grams of gold. I want to get rid of those. The lowest I think you should go is 1 ounce. 1 gram is just like, you just got this tiny thing right there. It's like $200. Like, nah. I'd rather just get silver and get 1 gram of gold.
Piece of gold, you're not getting into the big numbers yet, right? but it's, you know, it's a piece of gold. You're getting into the gold game, or you're increasing your gold stack little by little with the grams. You know, the premiums are a little bit higher for sure, generally on the smaller pieces. That's a well-known thing, but you're not neglecting your stack. You're still getting in there. And if you watch the channel, you know that depending on how you sell, you can get a lot of your premiums back. Like if you sell from me to you, and there's so many avenues to do that on social media now, you can get those premiums back. But it's very interesting to see the central banks hoarding gold right now. And also, something I didn't mention, is other countries out there are still hoarding gold, right? And there's also rumors out there that help the gold prices increase too. So like the rumor of, oh, does Fort Knox have the gold bars or not? When people see that kind of stuff in the news, right, and they see that headline,
my
gold
plan
bars,
for the day?
you know, audit, you know, Fort Knox
Doing
could
whatever
be
I
missing,
feel like, I suppose.
et cetera, et cetera.
Same with tomorrow.
People start going,
and the day after.
gold, what is that? What is that stuff all about? Let me see. Wow, it's $3,000 an ounce. That's
Bye.
crazy. Maybe I should buy some. You know what I mean? They start getting interested in this stuff. And to be honest with you, all these other countries who have been just buying up gold, the United States have been pulling gold from all kinds of other countries as well and buying it up. And you and I, the stackers out there, have been just hoarding this stuff away very recently. We've been buying a lot more gold than usual, and that is also causing the price to come up. So if you've listened to me this far, you've heard me say about 6, 7 different things causing the gold price to increase, and none of that seems to be slowing down. It seems like it keeps on rising, and those interests keep on coming up. Now here's the question: are we at a point right now, $3,000 over just a little bit? Is this like a high for right now, and we're going to start seeing some pullback, or could things continue to increase? Well, here's the problem, right? Is that all those things that I mentioned, they're not really slowing down. Some of the inflation, the inflationary numbers have been kind of teetering, you know, in a better position than they have been in the last few years, but they're not really slowing down, and people are very, very unhappy with the way their money has been weakened over the last few years, that now they're starting to think about, hey, how do I make my money safer? And gold is an option for that. You know, of course, listen, I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm the guy that's just, you know, Googling things and trying to find information out, just like you all. I bought plenty of position.
I want you to know that there's a real possibility that President Trump will revalue gold, which would give the US government billions, if not trillions, of dollars. Now, the government could use that money to pay down the national debt, to start a sovereign wealth fund, or fund any or many of President Trump's programs. Now, before you say that sounds crazy, I want you to listen to this. So this gold revaluation, it's legal, and it's been done before. And if it happens, of course, the price of gold would absolutely skyrocket. And I want to break this down for you. Okay, so what is gold revaluation? So I want to explain to you like this. The US government holds 261 million troy ounces of gold. Okay, so how much is that gold worth? Well, it depends on who you ask. Because the US Treasury officially values this gold at $42.22 an ounce. However, the real market price of gold right now is close to $3,000 an ounce. So based on the government's accounting, their gold is valued at around $11 billion because, again, they're valuing their gold at $42.22 per ounce, when in reality, the true value should look closer to this, closer to $784 billion. So gold revaluation is when the government revalues the gold that they're holding. Okay, so what happens if they do this revaluation? So you see how the value of the government's gold holdings went up by about $773 billion. So the US Treasury would issue a gold certificate to the Federal Reserve for $773 billion. And in exchange, the Federal Reserve would send the Treasury $773 billion. And that $773 billion that the Treasury receives would not be a loan. It doesn't add to the debt. It's money free and clear. But ultimately, this would be an accounting move, which would create billions, if not trillions of dollars out of thin air, without raising taxes, without cutting spending, and without borrowing a single extra dollar. Now, I want you to know that in order for President Trump to do this, he'll need congressional approval. However, this has been done before. So in 1934, gold was revalued from about $20 an ounce to $35 an ounce. So that single move created massive liquidity, for the governments. It devalued the dollar and helped stimulate economic recovery during the Great Depression. And then in the 1970s, they did it again, twice. In 1972, the price of gold was raised from $35 an ounce to $38, and in 1973, it went up to $42.22 an ounce. So that is where the official price is today. So this idea of gold revaluation, it isn't new, but it's of course been a long time since they've done it. But listen, I want you to think about how big this could potentially be. So gold is valued at approximately $3,000 an ounce right now, right? So that would give the US government an extra $773 billion. But what if gold went up to $5,000 an ounce? Or how about $10,000 an ounce or $20,000? What if the government manipulated or squeezed the price of gold much higher? You have to think about it. For every $4,000 an ounce that gold goes up, it gives the US government an extra $1 trillion. So if gold goes to $72,000 an ounce, it would give the US government $18 trillion. So that's enough to wipe away half the US national debt. If gold goes up to $144,000 an ounce, then you just wiped away the entire US national debt.
Wow.
So would there be consequences if gold went to $144,000 an ounce? I'm sure there would be, but the US national debt would be wiped away to zero. And here's something really interesting. President Trump has already talked about doing a full audit of the gold in Fort Knox. So some people think that this could be the first step towards a revaluation. So the last full audit of Fort Knox was in 1953, so that's over 70 years ago. Since then, we've only had spot checks and photos, so that's not a real form of verification. And now Elon Musk and Doge, as you probably heard, they're trying to get involved, saying that they want to personally inspect the gold. Okay, so why now? Why the sudden push for an audit? Could this be the setup for a revaluation? Now, let's talk about what would happen in terms of the consequences of if the government does revalue gold. So first, I'm going to say that it depends on how much gold gets revalued for. So if gold gets revalued at today's market price, so let's just say $3,000 an ounce, it wouldn't turn the markets upside down. So I'm sure that we'd see a nice spike in the price of gold. And the government, yeah, they would receive an extra $773 billion. But in the grand scheme of things, that's not a game changer. The US government's going to run a $2 trillion deficit in 2025. But if the government revalues gold at $3,000 an ounce and it spikes gold to $4,000 an ounce, and then the government revalues gold shortly thereafter at $4,000 and it spikes gold to $10,000 an ounce, and then the government revalues gold at $10,000 and it spikes gold to $20,000 and so on and so forth, in that type of scenario, where gold is at $20,000 an ounce and the government receives an extra $5 trillion, then yes, of course, the consequences will be bigger. But essentially, it's going to depend on the ultimate revaluation price. But with any of these decisions, what they plan on doing, there's going to be pros and cons. So here's what the critics are saying. In terms of the pros, they're saying that this is a legitimate tool for monetary flexibility, that it's going to provide the US government with additional funding without printing or borrowing. And there's a theory that it will bolster confidence in the US dollar by associating with gold. But then you have the other critics that are saying that this is a bad idea because they're saying that this is accounting manipulation rather than sound fiscal policy. They're saying that this move would undermine confidence in the US dollar. and that this is reckless monetary expansion. Now, I want to share with you my take, so my opinion on this whole situation. So I will say, I've said this so many times, the US government has a debt crisis, and the situation is not getting any better. A lot of people believe that President Trump is going to balance the budget. I would say that's very unlikely to happen. The government's just passed the government funding bill for 2025, and there were no spending cuts. So from my point of view, the debt crisis is just going to get worse. But when you're looking at this, all I can say is that desperate times call for desperate measures. So I believe that yes, this gold revaluation option is on the table. I don't know if they're going to be going after $773 billion or if they're going to be going after trillions. But regardless, this is definitely bullish for gold. So listen, I just want to bring to your attention that the US dollar is losing relevance and dominance. Central banks around the world are stockpiling on physical gold, so this is no secret. And I've been saying for many years that I'm bullish on gold. So here's the price of gold over the past 20 years. If you think that you're too late to the party, I would say I doubt it. Okay, why? Because inflation will persist. Governments will continue to print money, trillions of dollars, and now there's the potential of a catalyst of gold revaluation. And to me, I believe that gold is a good way to diversify. So over the same time frame, you can see how gold has actually been outperforming the S&P 500, so stocks. So keep that in mind. Now, if you want to invest in gold, first I'll tell you that you don't have to be rich to invest in gold. There are many ways that you can do it. So I'm going to talk to you about two ways. So the first
Uh-oh. There's one real estate analyst who says the housing market looks a lot like it did in 2008. Ouch. At least for home builders, that is. He posted a picture from a building site in Florida with over 20 completed houses for sale. They were advertising 0% down mortgages. They're trying to move the inventory. Not having much luck. Mansion Global host Katrina Campion's with me here in New York right now. Is the housing market about to crash?
No. The market conditions now are very different than we had in 2008. First of all, Americans have a large amount of equity in their homes, right? And despite economic fluctuations, home values have remained strong. We also have seen a lack of inventory in the market. Now, I know it's very difficult to make a blanket statement for the entire U.S., but for the most part, we haven't had enough inventory. Now, in February, we saw an increase of 30% inventory in the market compared to last year. And there's markets like Florida or Texas that obviously have more inventory than others. But I think another good sign is that first-time home buyers have come into the market, and the share of first-time home buyers is actually rising, reaching 31%, which proves that the American dream is still alive, which I love to hear.
If the market doesn't crash, but could you see some decline in home prices?
Well, I think we're going to see a decline in the amount of growth that you see across the entire nation. But I think the word crash is not going to happen.
Yeah,
I understand that it's a headline, but I don't see this. No, I think right. Especially with the spring market here, I think we have a fresh new outlook, and with this administration, things are going to get better.
You got to be.
Mary Miller's a really spectacular person and a great
my
congresswoman.
plans
Thank you very much. 22nd grandchild. Look at her. It's one of the most beautiful families. It really is, starting with you. It's just a beautiful family. So you have a long way to go, Kat. Come on, you have to get going. Marionette Miller Meeks. Great election you had. Great election. Great. Great job. Oh, Maria Salazar. Where is Maria? She is strong. She's a tough one, but they love her. We all love her. Thank you. Another one who's really good. I got to know her very well, along with Mike. We were having some talks, and she really knows what she's talking about. She was right 100%. Victoria Spartz. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you very much. And Beth Van Dyne, who's fabulous. Hi, Beth. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's such a great group of people. And there's others in there. I'm going to get killed. I know. You're for me and I'm for you. That's true. Can you imagine there are others I'm seeing and looking at others, I'm going to be in trouble. That's the problem. When you do that, you leave a couple of them out. They never speak to you again. They never. Now we need Congress to pass the largest tax cuts, and we are going to get that done. And we're joined today by so many people that are just so great. And we are going to have a little bit of a celebration after this is finished in one of the outer rooms. They have some stuff for the women. Much better. We did this for men. And, you know, it's very unexciting having a day for men. I stood up here. It was like I reduced the speech from 10 pages to about 2 paragraphs. It was boring. It was boring as hell to tell you. Throughout our history, strong, tough, visionary women have defended our flag, strengthened our communities, explored new frontiers, and expanded the American dream for all of our children and all of our people. Now, patriotic American women like those in this room are helping lead our nation into the golden age of America. And that's what we're calling it. This is the golden age of America. We want to do things that nobody thought were possible. You know, had I done it the more traditional way, which I actually did, but we won't talk about that. But had it been the, 4 + 4 as opposed to floor 4, let's see how bad they do, and then we get another 4 at numbers too big to rig, we call it. We have to go out too big to rig. They tried, but it was too big to rig. Had we done it that way, it would have been nearly as important or nearly as historic. It's much more historic. It's a much more important presidency. And frankly, because of how bad they were, we're able to do things that we could have never done if it were traditional. I don't think, Marjorie, we would have ever been able to have done the things we are doing now. You see what we're doing with the colleges, and they're all bending and saying, sir, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And they are, nobody can believe it, including law firms that have been so horrible, law firms that nobody would believe, and they're just saying, where do I sign? Where do I sign? Nobody can believe it, and there's more coming. But we really are in the golden age of America, and I think you're going to see it more and more as we go along. Together, we're beginning our country's greatest era, and we're building a future that will be stronger, safer, healthier, and happier than ever before. And you're really going to be the leaders. I think you're going to be the dominant leaders, and you have a lot of them in this room politically, but just the fact that you're here and the fact that you're with us is so important. There's nothing like strong, beautiful, wonderful women. You have the heart, you have the whole spirit. You're amazing people, and it's an honor to be with you, and we're going to work together, and we're going to make this the greatest age in the history of our country. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
You're watching The Legal Breakdown. Glenn, we have been talking a lot about this deportation case that's going back and forth in between the courts. The Trump administration has now invoked what's called the state secrets doctrine. Them doing this is as insane a move as they can possibly pull. Can you explain why?
Yeah, Brian, this is absurd. You know, we got to back up a little bit. First, Judge James Boasberg, who is presiding over the litigation regarding the unconstitutional deportation by the Trump administration of a couple of hundred Venezuelan immigrants, and they deported them to El Salvador. We can talk about why that is in a minute. But Judge Boasberg, understanding that these people were essentially being kidnapped and, sent to foreign lands without having their constitutional rights protected, because before you deport somebody, you are entitled to notice and an opportunity to be heard in court. The Trump administration says, we have no interest in complying with the Constitution. So Judge Boasberg issued an order on March 15th. Stop. Do not send any more planes carrying migrants who haven't had their constitutional rights honored to Venezuela, El Salvador, or anywhere else. And in the event any of these planes have taken off, you need to turn them around and bring them back. Importantly, Judge Boasberg said, well, you don't need to release them from custody. You just need to get them into court to honor their constitutional rights of notice and opportunity to be heard. You know what the Trump administration said in the face of that court order? Nope, we're not going to do it. So the next thing Judge Boasberg did, he said, okay, fine. Now I'm going to need a whole bunch of information and evidence to see if you intentionally violated my court order such that I should consider holding Trump administration officials into contempt. And when the judge asked for that additional information, the Trump administration, through his dirty DOJ lawyers, said, no, we're not going to provide you with information. And here is the reason they gave the judge for refusing to provide that information. This is protected information under the state secrets doctrine. We couldn't possibly tell you, Judge, the information that you are seeking. What information is that? He wanted to know who these people were that were unlawfully, unconstitutionally deported, what time the planes left, and what time the planes landed. Now get this, Brian. This would be laughable if it wasn't so serious, this deprivation of constitutional rights. There are flight crews who know this information, when the planes took off, when they landed, and who was on the planes that went to El Salvador. There are ground crews. There are airfield crews. There are hundreds and hundreds of Venezuela migrants who know when the planes took off and landed. There are probably hundreds, if not thousands, of people in El Salvador who know when the planes landed because they took these people into custody. And Brian, here's the kicker. The Trump administration filmed this stuff and released the videos publicly, but now they're telling Judge James Boasberg he can't possibly be trusted with this information because it would reveal state secrets. Now, Brian, who is Judge Boasberg? First of all, he's the chief judge of federal district court in Washington, D.C., but here's the kicker. He's also the chief judge of the Alien Terrorist Removal Court, which was created by Congress in 1996 to deal with whether alien terrorists should be deported or not. This is so absurd. It is so, laughable that they're trying to pull out this state secrets doctrine to prevent giving Jeb Boasberg the information that will enable him to say, you know what? You violated my order, and I'm going to initiate contempt proceedings against you.
So just to clarify, so I can make sure that I'm understanding here, we couldn't possibly understand somebody who is perhaps the most qualified lawyer in his field to deal with this exact issue, because we need to preserve secret information that they also simultaneously posted on the internet on their official White House channels for the entire world to see as part of propaganda videos. And so that's how they have to preserve secrecy in this whole process that they're holding as dear as they possibly could. Does that about sum it up?
Brian, you have a firm grasp of the rationale that Trump's dirty DOJ lawyers are offering for not disclosing this information to Jeb Boasberg. I'm going to just take a flyer and say the reason they don't want to provide any more information is because they know they violated the court order,
right,
and they know they will be facing sanctions for contempt. So, this is a game of chicken they're playing. They're not playing it well, and I predict it is not going to end well for these DOJ lawyers who are making these absurd arguments.
Okay, so they invoke the state secrets doctrine, and it is so aggressively antithetical to reality. And so what happens here as far as Judge Boasberg's concerned? Can he impose sanctions on these lawyers for taking such an unserious approach to what he's doing? I mean, clearly he's not going to stand for this and just say like, oh yeah, the same video that you used to create full-blown fascist propaganda and broadcast to hundreds of millions of people, that's the information that you're supposedly saying is so secret that we can't even tell a judge who's presiding over this case about?
Yeah, let me tell you what Judge Boasberg has available to him by way of sanctioning, punishing, holding in contempt these DOJ officials. But before I do that, let me just round out what we were discussing, because when they say we couldn't possibly provide this information to Judge Boasberg, there are actually mechanisms that are designed to address just this highly sensitive information that prosecutors need.
Okay. What was that called again? Okay. All right. The exit strategy. I'm gonna keep holding my gold. Newfoundland.
It's in the country, and we have a mostly well-earned reputation for giving you the shirt off our back if you're in need. But piss us off, there's no coming back from that.
Oh God.
This place has history that runs as deep as any place in North America. We have stories for days, and I try to share some of them in my videos. I try to come up with interesting ones that I figure most people don't know about, like the story of the Harvey family from Isle of Mort down on the southwest coast. But there's a story about another Harvey family from town that I feel like used to be more well known, and maybe some people are just either forgetting, or a lot of people who were born well after this incident happened maybe just don't know about it. So something happened in St. John's nearly 35 years ago that has shaped a funny little part of Newfoundland culture. It might not be a super important thing, but if you're here, you definitely notice it. Newfoundland and Labrador is Pepsi country. And this is why. A little background for you if you're enjoying the pretty footage that you're looking at, but you've never really given a crap about the cola wars. So Coca-Cola has pretty much always dominated the market for soft drinks, with Pepsi coming in second place. Sometimes a close second, and sometimes not so close. Now, this isn't a video about the specific stats and figures related to the competition between these two corporations. So if at any point Pepsi actually jumped into the lead, cool. But basically, Coke has always been number one, Pepsi number two. But I didn't realize this because growing up, Mom was a Pepsi woman and our house was a Pepsi house, to the point where if we went out and she ordered a Pepsi and the server said, "Is Coke okay?" she'd have water. On top of this, I came up as a little kid in the 80s and early 90s, watching a lot of the 80s and early 90s.
Cool. Oh my God. Why the fuck? Yeah.
For a year because it's built for actual investors. The platform helps me cut through all the nonsense and see exactly what the big players in the market are doing. And my absolute favorite feature, institutional tracking. When everyone else is panic buying because of Jim Cramer or Reddit, I just pull up Moomoo to see the actual trades from the big institutions and hedge funds. It saved me from making some pretty sketchy trades, like almost buying the dip on that one movie theater stock. Ugh. Plus, They give you fundamental analysis tools like insider activity tracking, Morningstar equity research reports, and real-time market news, all built right into the app. That means you won't end up with the desk buried in PDFs and spreadsheets like Michael Berry. And the cherry on top, there's 0 commissions on stock trading and super low margin rates starting at just 6.8%. So not only are you making investing smarter, but you're also saving money along the way. Still not convinced? Moomoo gave me my very own new user promotion that literally no other creator has. All you have to do is sign up and deposit $2,000 today, and Moomoo will literally give you $150 in cash rewards towards your trades. And for any cash that just chills in the account uninvested, you earn an 8.1% APY for 3 months. Whether you want to build out your investment portfolio, level up your market analysis, or you just love getting cash rewards, this is the platform you need. So hit the link in the description to get started with Moomoo and claim your $150 cash reward after making a qualified deposit. Thanks again to Moomoo for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into the audit. Okay, so have we got this priced out? Obviously, is there paid time off from your all positions?
Well, with my job,
are we losing income?
With my job, I'm trying to save with the PTO. They don't allow for up to 2 weeks. They can't do it. Only a maximum of 40 hours of doing that. I'm trying to talk with my management team to see if we can try to extend that.
From 40 hours to 2 weeks?
They said they could only do a PTO of 40 hours. You can't go above that.
That's okay. And you?
Yeah, my job will allow it.
2 weeks. Paid time off. Paid time off.
Most of it. Probably about 10 days.
So we have a little bit of lost income,
Maybe.
more on your side, a little less on your side. And then what is likely going to be thousands for this trip? Have we priced out the trip? What do we know about the trip? $87,000. Double the debt you guys thought you had. Double the household debt. Yeah, we're going to Japan, spending $25,000 on our credit card. And then we're still expanding the wedding even more. So how much is Japan?
We're thinking.
How do we not know? We're headed there in a couple of months.
It's a country. We know where it is. We know we're going to have fun there.
How have you not done the travel fucking plan?
5 to 7,000 is what I'm imagining.
7,000?
5 to 7,000.
5 to 7,000. So we want to get this closer to 6 figures to debt. We're trying to just get there closer because you're not cash flowing that.
Yeah.
You're not cash flowing it. Going to Japan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure, on that.
Well, we're trying not to.
How? You can't even cash flow a single cent of your wedding. How are you going to cash flow Japan?
I guess try to save for as much as we can.
Yeah.
Try really doing that, getting our credit cards, getting things manageable, build a small savings for it. That's pretty
In
genius.
a few fucking months, your debt is double what you thought it was. What are you talking about? Do we want to go into this marriage with a bunch of debt? Is there an anchor in this relationship, as in holding back the boat from going forward? Is it equal distribution of fuckery? What is going on here? Self-diagnosed. What is the problem?
I guess the problem was
other than the enablement, obviously.
It's really just we're too focused on just the present. We want these things. We want this nice clothing, want the new video game, the food.
You could.
I mean, I feel like I've been a little bit of the anchor with financials, though.
You're holding them back?
Or no, like keeping things afloat.
Okay.
But,
so how are you going to attach yourself to this in a marriage situation?
I mean, we've been trying.
We've been trying.
No, I know you've been trying. How are you willing to do that?
Cutting back expenses.
I'm not asking what you're going to do. How are you okay with it? You try to do better, and you have this person that's going to dramatically hold you back. And it seems like everything's a fucking joke to him as far as I can pick up so far. So how are you okay with that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just living life and.
Oh my.
Yeah,
you guys
really
are going to be in debt through your 40s and 50s. Mortgage debt.
It's really, that's not what we want.
Is that what you want? But listen to your language.
Yeah, I listen to it and it's like I can justify it in the moment, but if I'm just going to destroy the future, I gotta really get out of the mindset of getting all that, not planning these shit.
So 5,000 came in, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, income. What was spent last month?
Last month's
household.
Okay.
You should because
Household.
we're gonna be a combined household. So what do we think?
We got this.
5,000 came in for the household. So that's your normal month. What went out for the household? Let's have your guess first.
I would probably guess. I'm gonna guess 7,000.
Okay, so we're okay with spending 2,000 more than we make. Great.
I was gonna say 6,500.
Why are we okay with that?
Okay.
How do you say for Japan spending 1,500 or 2,000 more than we make?
It was an
Where's
off
this
month.
cash flow, Japan? Huh?
It was an off month.
Yeah, every month will be an off month in different ways. Come on.
We can just open up a new credit card. We can go to Japan.
No.
No.
worry
You
about it
said
later.
no.
yes. I mean,
Okay.
yes, you can. But if we're trying to get over 6 figures in debt, you said you were gonna cash flow. That's what you just told me 5 minutes ago.
Yes, I
maybe.
did. Absolutely.
That's not cash flowing it, you dumb tit.
We're not opening
planning.
another card.
It's planning.
You better not.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm trying to think of ideas. Ideas to get this path going.
By the way, $8,130 was spent last month.
Just in the last month.
Just in the last
Of all the money going out.
All the money going on. All the spending. What do you think your combined household financial score would be? I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, go. On go, I want you guys to give me your answer at the same time. 10 being the best finances, 0 being the worst finances for the combined household. 3, 2, 1.
0.5.
Okay. So, well, at least you guys seem to be reasonable there. Guys, if you want your Hammer financial score, check it out. Go to calebhammer.com or click the link below and take the test, and we'll show you where you are in the world of finances. And if you want to come on this show and you're a little quieter, go to calebhammer.com/apply, and I would actually be happy to have you in the studio. Chase Inc. I mean, if we know we have like $85,000 to go through, I'm not really surprised that this is so dense. Okay, Chase Inc., what's going on? Are we both on this? Is this someone else's? Like, is this an individual card?
It's gonna be Priscilla.
Priscilla. Okay, so what's going on with Chase Inc., Priscilla?
Wait, what's the balance?
I'll tell you. The balance is $5,910.12 with a minimum monthly payment of $147. What is going on?
I think that was the business
substantial.
card.
Yeah, was that the business?
I think
What business do you have?
Yu-Gi-Oh,
We
dog.
used to have a business.
Absolutely.
You both.
Yeah, it was,
Yes, we're both. I didn't have the
together.
I didn't have the good credit. She had the good credit, so we took
So
adventure
we opened
in
a
life.
credit card for it?
Absolutely, got to start off with the
Yeah.
business.
Sure. What about a small business loan? What about a personal loan? What about something that's not 30% interest? What are you
I
talking
thought that would
about?
be worse than doing a credit card.
Yeah, 12% interest loan
the
is
credit
worse
card
than
grows.
grows.
Yeah, it's like they give you more money to use it. I'm not crazy. That's
I
a thing.
didn't
No,
know
you-
we could
are you
do a
talking about-
personal loan. Or like
Well, I don't know
for
if
a
you would have got.
business.
I don't know if you would have got approved for one. Do you mean your limit going up?
Yes, absolutely.
But this is more ability for you to get more debt. That's
But it can be managed. If the business is going well and everything.
yes, it can be.
Okay,
but if
so
you have
listen,
interest in minimum,
bar with me 1 second here, my man.
Bar with
my
you,
dog, my
okay.
brother. So with you going into it, it was a great market with all the research going on. You got to know what
with
rarities.
all the research going
Yeah, you
on,
think it's a poker fishing in the table? Not going to happen. No. You have to see what are the conditions of the card. What is the market? What's the season? Is it a core deck? What rarity is going out? What's the limited edition? Going to Starlight. All this research is going out, inflowing, transportation of all the things. How much is postage going to cost? Stamping, weight, all that. I did all the research of it.
No, who did the calculation for postage, stamping,
You did.
costs, all that?
You did.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
But I researched about the value of the cards and
Okay,
everything.
yep.
Yes.
you know, his face looks like a circle of pubes, right?
Right. Holy.
So obviously this
gonna fight you,
business
dog.
did not work
Nope,
out.
that's
You still
fighting
have
words.
debt on it. You still have debt on
It
it.
worked in the beginning.
It
Worked in the beginning, but it didn't. I don't care if it works in the beginning. I care if it works in the like throughout, continuing, as in giving us money. What is the beginning? It worked the first month. What are we talking about? When did this end? Like, what is the status of it now?
Okay,
So it's basically, it's like,
it's dissolved.
Not
yes.
the debt.
Not the debt. No, the status of it. In the beginning of it, it was going good. A couple $500 of profit, $1,000 of profit a month of how the system. But we hit one flow of a bad batch and lost a big investment on that.
It's basically a lottery every time we buy a case of them.
Oh,
that's why-
really? It's fucking like we're like loot crating this shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you pull
Oh,
for
this
the
is
good
so
card.
fucking stupid. And you're hoping to get cards where within the batch overall, it's more valued than.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was your business?
Yeah, and they were going to
Your
build a
business
store.
was lottery cards.
So
your business was lottery.
I was tired of the day-to-day job.
Yeah, no. So why don't you do something that provides value then?
It could provide value. Open a startup store.
Sounds like
Kids
you have a
love
lot of
that.
debt on this card still, so it didn't really work. And 1 month set you guys back and led to the inevitable collapse. If 1 month led to the collapse, this was not a business that was going to be successful.
Doesn't mean it can't be successful in the future.
So far, no success.
We were hoping to grow it, and it just.
Oh, you were hoping.
It never
good
worked
guys,
out.
we were hoping.
You gotta have hope in life. What else is there? You have to.
Of course you do, but it's not hope alone. It's with a plan, with a strategy. The hope is to the goals, but the hope isn't the only thing that gets you to goals. You have to have step-by-step plan. And it's always going to change as it moves, as you go along to get to that goal.
I want it to be like you. Your own boss, your own hours, everything. You could focus that, manage that.
Why didn't you start, again, a business that provides value then?
People like cards.
People do like cards, but you were just hoping to game the market. You were day trading Pokemon.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't insult me
whatever.
like that.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, whatever.
Well, I don't know. That's not my thing.
I mean, like, I didn't know much about it, but I was willing to invest with them and stuff and give it a try.
You got coaxed into this?
Well, okay, so
we went into debt for this. We didn't even cash flow it. Because if you cash flowed the cards and you had a down month, oopsie, oh well. You went into fucking debt? How did we gain $6,000 of debt in Yu-Gi-Oh?
And
Yu-Gi-Oh!
We used our own money too.
Guys, this is pretty exciting. We'll zoom in. Let's talk about this for a second. Okay. So I do a little bit of negotiating here and there, when we're having sponsorships and stuff like that. And I've been working with Moomba for a while, and I got a little special negotiation for you guys because I wanted to get you free money. Because if I get money from them, I want you to get money from them. And then, we're all happy. And the thing is, what I got was exactly what I would want to get if I were putting money in an investing account. Immediate returns on investment. So right now, I got for you guys, and only you guys, literally no other creator has this. If you deposit $2,000 into Moomoo, you get an instant $150 and then 8.1% APY on that money. That's like a 16% return. It's crazy. It's absolutely awesome. Get the free money now. Link in the description below. Let's do this thing. Let's make some money. So I'm sure, but how do we get $6,000 a day in Yu-Gi-Oh?
So you got to look for the rare cards and selling that and doing that.
Why the debt? How'd we do the debt? Why wasn't it cash flowed with the money you guys had? You guys don't not make money. You make $60,000 a year combined net.
We honestly, the truth is, we just got tired of the business, tired of doing it, and we're like, let's just abandon it. It wasn't worth it anymore.
We tried to cash flow it. We put like thousands of dollars into the business, trying to buy.
Business.
Well,
okay.
Lottery.
We were
the fucking lottery.
We were trying.
Lottery. How you cannot allow this man to convince you into this kind of shit. Get him fucking
brainwasher.
She went along with it because she loves you and she wanted to support you.
I love her too. And we had conversation multiple weeks, whoa.
I've always wanted to try
one day,
business.
Hey, let's do this thing.
No, all I'm saying is you really wanted to do it, and you convinced her because she wanted to support you. And don't go along with that. Call him out as bullshit. I mean, you're. How much you've spent on this and into this business in general?
We probably put about like $7,000 into it.
Oh, fucking! How long did it last?
About a year. A year, right?
Less than a year and a half, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
If I literally put that money into just like an empty Moomoo account, it's the investing app I use, literally just like $2,000, you get an instant $150, which is incredible. And then you get another like 8.1% APY on that money. Imagine $7,000 doing that. That's like a 16% return like instantly, pretty much. Imagine $7,000 just sitting there on that 8.1% APY. Crazy, but instead we put it into Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and now we have a $5,000 debt. To fucking $5,000 debt is all we have left of it.
I didn't have the heart of the cards. What can I say?
It's accruing almost $90 in interest on a monthly basis.
But it's not going to be there forever.
Wow, says who? I mean,
me. I just said it. Hello.
Yeah. What evidence do we have to suggest that? Because I see only minimum payments, which you're right, it wouldn't be there forever. It'd probably be paid off in like 30 years or something.
30 years?
I don't have the exact.
Not even 10 years it would take with a minimum. 30 for
I mean,
no? Am I in the
we'll
wrong?
pay more. We'll pay it sooner.
But am I in the wrong?
On what?
So, like, okay, let's say we did the minimum payments. Would it take like 10 years, 7 years?
I don't have the math in front of me.
An absurd amount of time is what you're telling me.
Oh, an absurd amount of time, absolutely. Oh, you're embarrassing her. You're embarrassing me. This is insane. How are you not embarrassed?
You're talking about
this conversation's miserable.
If you're,
are you guys not miserable? I am miserable.
No, I'm having a good time. It's understanding.
I think you're the only one. The audience probably isn't having a good time either. Everything's a joke to this guy. You know, your marriage might be considered a joke to him too.
I don't think it is.
Well,
I think it's a journey and experience.
I think I would actually be concerned. I'm concerned. Discover it. I would love to discover how to leave this fucking room right now. 3,980. There sure is, but I have a job to do. And it's usually the best job in the world. Today. Oh, okay. $86 minimum monthly payment. We're purchasing. Why are we? Okay, whose card is this? Are we? Discover it.
That one's mine.
What are you doing? Why are you purchasing? I thought you were the good one. I thought you were holding us above water. Why are you purchasing $195? Well, $65.94 of interest is accruing.
I mean,
The good one of the relationship.
There's subscriptions on it. Just like
cancel them or move them somewhere else. Listen, you're not the annoying one, but that doesn't mean you're automatically good.
I mean, he's an authorized user, too.
I only use it during emergencies. I don't just go spinning willy-nilly.
Why don't we have an emergency fund? How long does this take to pay off?
That's why
minimum monthly payments only without purchases, and you're incapable of not purchasing, especially allowing this man to be an authorized user. How long does it take to pay off? Please.
You gotta guess.
Please.
36 years.
Sake. No, 16, but that's still insane.
Okay.
Only with the minimum, though. Like, we...
Yeah, but you purchase on it. Did you not know that?
It's credit card. You make purchases.
It's vapes. This fucking show.
Addictions, dog. What can I say?
No, I think it's like everyone with bad finances in this world also makes bad lung decisions. Like, this seems to be a fucking trend.
It's not tobacco. It's not cigars.
You're right. It's probably worse. I said it's.
No, I said it's not. It's nicotine. Vape juice.
Oh, yeah, but we don't know what the fuck is even in that. Renaissance benefits? What is this?
Oh, that's vision insurance.
Vision insurance on a credit card?
Yeah. I always
pay for it with your fucking money.
I always thought it was better to have like at least one purchase on it a month.
That's
to leave it open, sure, but that I guess, and that's if you're paying it off every month. You're not even fucking paying it off. More fucking vapes. $42 of vapes, $21 of vapes. 2 Amazon orders at a 17.24% interest rate.
You got to restock. If you're empty, you got to get your supply. So if you see in the bulk, you know, we're not the ones getting the disposable. We have a mod, we have a vape. You got to get the juice, coils. You're good for a couple months. It's cheaper than going to the disposable. I promise you. I'm gonna lie to you.
I mean, I recently quit nicotine too.
What is that? What he said?
Oh,
what was the 2?
Oh, just like,
I honestly,
to this
I'm not
conversation,
processing any words he's saying because I've just tuned him out. So I thought maybe through that entire rambling mess he said that maybe he stopped.
No.
Okay.
No, but yes, you did recently just stop.
Good. Well done.
A month clean, I believe, right?
Should I kick him out into the fucking lobby so we can continue
it's your
this
show.
conversation?
What I need to do.
Wait, if I get annoyed.
Tell me what I can do, though.
Shut the up. Stop trying. Are you trying to be silly?
I'm not trying to. It's just the stress and anxiety.
Oh my. I'm gonna look.
You know, if I keep laughing off, maybe I don't have to face the things I'm feeling.
Face the things you're feeling. What are you feeling?
Terrified.
Terrified of what?
Seeing how this is what.
Then why haven't you done anything?
Because I try to avoid it. Try to run away from it.
What does that do?
It just makes it even worse. Go on. But then it just keeps getting piles. The pile gets bigger. You don't want to look at it. And I want to start looking at this and get this done.
Okay, so you want to start looking. Then why haven't you?
I recently started doing that, looking into. I build an Excel sheet, seeing where the money's going out.
You've built the Excel sheet. We know about the Excel sheet. You haven't done anything with the
It's
Excel sheet.
my Excel sheet that you're using.
I didn't know how to do it until.
All right. Neither of you leave this office until you download the Simpler Budget app. You download that. We'll get you the premium version for free. There's a multi-week trial out there for people who want to test out the premium version. And if you want the Founders Edition Simpler Budget notebook, just take the annual option, which saves you money anyway, and I'll send you one signed. But either way, use it. Use the automatic account connection features. Everything that comes with it, the community chat in there, keep each other accountable. Budget this. Maybe as a household preparing to go into this thing, so you actually understand what accounts each other have, because you'll see it in there. You'll see each other spending across the entire thing. You'll actually know what's happening. So you do not leave until you do that. Okay.
I'll get that going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which credit card did you guys put the wedding on, by the way?
The one you're looking at.
The wedding was on this card.
Yeah.
What else these? Okay. How much?
It had a good deal.
We
wedding?
They did. They said if you pay up all in front, you get $2,000 off of it.
Okay.
So we put, I think, $8,000 on it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why on a credit card?
Because we were trying to get
because of that discount.
It was like pay in full, do it now.
So I mean, we had a savings going.
Why not go into being able to pay for a wedding when we have the fucking money to? You've been engaged for 2 years. We couldn't do 2 years to save up for this.
Well,
we knew we wanted to do it.
Okay.
Even before that.
That's not what I said. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't.
You were saying like, oh, you're all engaged for 2 years.
Yeah, you've had 2 years to prepare for the fucking wedding costs because you knew you were getting married. What the fuck are you talking about?
So
this guy's. Oh, I don't like him. Please. Please, let's talk about something important. You can do what feels like everything to prepare for your family's future, but be honest. How secure would their future be if you were suddenly not around to provide for them? Thinking of your loved ones struggling without you there is stressful and upsetting, but the good news is it's actually easier than you think it is to line up some extra protection so that they have some extra security in case the unexpected happens to you. But with today's sponsor, Fabric by Gerber Life, applying for term life insurance is totally simple and convenient. You can get the coverage your family needs within your budget, and the whole process is quick and affordable. And when I say quick, I mean it. With Fabric, you could get coverage in just 10 minutes right from the comfort of your own home, and maybe even without a health exam. While your employer-provided life insurance might seem like a fine option now, remember that these policies typically don't transfer when you switch jobs. Plus, the coverage might not fully meet your family's needs. Fabric can help you find the right coverage for your family's needs, and the policy is yours no matter what job you have. So you can feel more confident that your family will have sufficient protection if the unexpected happens. No matter what level of coverage you're looking for, Fabric has options that can work for your family and your budget, like $1 million for less than $1 a day. And if you're young and healthy, now is the ideal time to take action and lock in lower rates. Fabric has a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time, so you can start protecting your family's future today with no risk. Plus, Fabric goes beyond just life insurance by helping you manage all of your family's financial needs in one convenient place. They offer tools like digital wills, investment accounts for kids, and access to college saving funds, making it simple and hassle-free to organize your family's financial future. So don't wait. Take steps now to help protect your family's future tomorrow. Apply today at meetfabric.com/Caleb or click the link in the description below. That is meetfabric.com/Caleb, meetfabric.com/Caleb.
I was gonna say what happened was we had a savings going, right?
Yeah.
But then instead of using it for the wedding, we used it for a new car. We paid it for
when?
deposit for yours.
When?
Okay, this was justified.
When?
Last year.
6 months ago?
6 years, yeah. It was in September last year.
Justified.
Absolutely. My car was breaking down. This was happening. I was doing repairs on it. It was a 2011 Ford Escape.
Okay.
Got it from my mother. It was a beautiful car. I loved it. Very grateful for it. What happened ended up, tires were blowing out, transmission problems, compressor, and a gear shift, breaking it. Probably doing like $1,000 repairs a month on it just to get to work. Couldn't do with it. Never had a new car in my life, so I thought it would be great to have something reliable.
What did he just say?
Basically, his car was breaking down a lot. We were spending
Okay.
money on repairs.
Look, the car's so good.
Oh,
Come
here he
on.
goes.
I
He
come every time I
continues.
drive it, dude. It's worth it. It really is. When you have that feeling, going to work, you're not sad, you're not, unhappy about it. You're having that delight. You're driving on Swiss blissful lane of Goonan Central, shooting down straight. And then you can go happy with it. No matter how bad the job is, you can go home happy. I think that's worth a lot of this.
If I were her, I would never be going home happy.
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know what prayers you say at night.
I don't know.
Whatever God you're praying to, I bless him every single day. I do. I'm very lucky to have you. Extremely.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna move forward. Discover another Discover It. Is this your version of the Discover It?
This is my Discover Correct.
Okay. Okay, what's going on with this card?
So basically, that was probably my oldest Discover credit card. Family members like, hey, you should get into credit. Start building that. I was young, like 18 years old. Started doing that. It's like, oh, I had money on it. I could spend it. And I maxed it out in a couple months, and it's been maxed out. It's been maxed out ever since.
Are you serious?
I actually remember I tried to get him to get a card because I thought he would pay it off every month.
Wait. How long has this been maxed out?
Ever since I had it, basically. Oh, but in years of length of time, probably 6 years.
It's been maxed out for 6 years?
Something like that.
Give me that card.
I think
Give me
more
that
than
fucking card. Maxed out for 6 fucking years. Give me that
8.
card.
It's rainbow.
Please, can I cut this up for you? Because I do not. It's been maxed out for 7 years. Do I have consent to chop this up? Because I cannot let you leave with this fucking card.
I want to do the honors of cutting it.
Okay, as long as you actually fucking cut it. And no, I don't care about throwing scissors at you. I'm afraid of you holding them, though.
I cut it.
Is this a bit to you?
No, I just.
No, is this conversation a bit to you?
It's not a bit to me at all.
Then what the fuck?
It's just me trying to be stupid and idiotic, not trying to face my situations. I cut the.
If you know that, you know that. You just said that. That's like the 4th time you said that. If you know that, then stop. For sake. You're a child. Oh my God. I can't deal with you. He's not ready for this fucking conversation. Maybe you are. He's not. Are you able to ever have a serious conversation with this man? And that's a generous man.
Yeah, it's. I don't. You have to set the situation, I guess. I don't.
Huh?
I don't know. Yes, the answer is yes.
How? How possibly?
I don't know. I guess you just listen to me.
I guess I do. I try to push everything out that's not you, really, and just
Yeah.
think. And
Then what the f can I do?
what you can do is just really put in some blamed view, and I see in her reaction.
Plain view, you're a okay.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone. Just my f***ing sanity.
Maxed out for so long.
Congratulations, good. I'm so proud of you. It's so it's above max, you little f***. It's above max. Well done. $113 minimum monthly payment. You're so good. Well done. $30 of purchases and 16 cents with $92.80 of interest. Congratulations. Well done. It's above the credit limit. Well done. You're doing so well for your future wife. You're doing so well for this future marriage. You're doing so well for your future kids. You're doing so well for your future house. You're doing so well for your future retirement. Good job. You've had 7 years to do anything with this card. You said, no, I'm going to be a child instead. Good job. Congratulations. Maybe it's time to wake the f up. Maybe it's time to be an adult and actually act like you're in your 20s for the first time in your life instead of acting like you're fucking 16. No, not even 16. That'd be way too mature for how you're acting. Maybe instead of acting like you're 11, you'll act like you're 26. Like you have someone that's depending on you. Like you're headed into something serious. Maybe you'll act like a fucking man for the first time in your life. For fuck's sake, maxed out for 7 years. What a joke. 16 years to pay off. He goes for Caribou and Ein. Yeah, you went to a restaurant. Einstein's. Couldn't say the word.
It's been a long childish mindset.
Yes, I fucking know that. I can tell. I'm in front of you, and I don't find it cute or funny. I find it a massive waste of her time, my time, producer's time, their time. Maybe she'll get something out of this. Maybe you act like a fucking adult.